6 years ago, Nick A30 got his very first Fortnite win, as he landed at Anarchy Acres, almost dying early on, but he got his first kill with the OG burst rifle, a weapon that doesn't even exist anymore. Then he heads inside and drops one of the most iconic lines in Fortnite history.
It's called Fortnite. It's free.
And the action continued as he got another kill, heading towards the next circle, picking up a classic pump shotgun along the way, which he used to get his third elimination as he found a med kit, which was great rarity back then. But Nick wasn't safe yet, and even though nobody knew how to build at the time, he built basic cover to avoid getting sniped, helping him survive until he found a purple scar along with an epic sniper, which he used to get this really nice snipe, getting him into the top 5. And after a scary drop to just 10 HP, Nick made it to his final 1v1, heading over towards the enemy with a full loadout, the best weapons at the time, but no shield. Despite this, the last player was caught off guard, giving Nick the chance for an explosive elimination, which is how Peely should not be in Fortnite, and there's actually a secret reason that he exists. As back in Season 8, Fortnite added this banana skin into the Battle Pass, and it went on to become one of the most popular characters. Now with over 20 different versions and even a sidekick, but nobody knew the real reason that Peely was added until now. To find out, just check your item shop as code Allier entered, as Donald Mustard's brother is Fortnite creator Mustard Plays, and Peely was added to the game just to troll him because he hates bananas. If you're wondering what to play, Fortnite just dropped 3 incredible new modes. Rocket Racing sees you driving around a giant selection of maps and fully customizable vehicles. A well-timed start will boost you off the line and take advantage of drifts to fly past other players. Your vehicle can actually jump as well, so on some of the tougher courses, you'll actually end up upside down. Fortnite Festival combines your favorite skins with your favorite tracks in a music rhythm game. You can jump onto the main stage where you'll pick between guitar, drums, vocal, or bass, and play in a party of up to 4 players with tons of music tracks available. You can also jump into a jam stage to create fun mixes with any tracks you wish, and this feature actually works in Battle Royale as well. LEGO Fortnite cannot be missed, an open world survival adventure that sees you start with absolutely nothing as you harvest, build, create, and survive in a completely randomly generated world. Party up with your friends and adventure together to do whatever you want. Build an insane base, fight enemies in caves, emote with your villagers, the choice is literally yours. Jump into Fortnite now to play all of these new modes and search #WhatToPlay to discover even more games to play this December. Guys, Nick A30 is no longer family friendly, as we all know that he never swears no matter what, and will even go absolutely crazy if he hears anyone swearing on his stream. And that even happened with me, as when we were playing together, someone spelt out a curse word using sprays, which he did not like. But after years of no one ever knowing if Nick actually swears, he was live playing Fortnite when it finally happened. A word we never thought he'd ever say came from his mouth, and he instantly regretted it.
I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Fortnite's full of secrets and hidden details that 99% of players never noticed, like Zeus's locker, which secretly contains a picture of his daughter, Aphrodite. And there's the shadow bombs, which is actually designed to look like a dragon with spikes for teeth and screws for eyes. There's also a secret version of Midas that wears glasses that can only be seen on his statue in his yacht. And if you ever noticed the secret snake minigame that's on the old tactical shotgun, or that bushes change color depending on the biome you're in, raptors have a secret ability as well, where they can open doors just like in the Jurassic Park movies. Fortnite secretly included Kirby in the Party Royale trailer, but Nintendo weren't happy about it. And Epic even added a secret C-Day NPC that even had a description that talked about crazy challenges just like the ones in his videos. And this loading screen would tease tons of things coming to Fortnite years later. But the biggest secret of them all was in Chapter 2 to reveal what it is. Double tap the screen, as if we look closer at the center island, we can actually see the outline perfectly matches the OG island. Does this Fortnite skin's arm make him pay to lose? Because if you put him behind another skin, he sticks out way more. We have seen strong skins before, like Buff Peter Griffin, but even he does not look this huge in game. Skip's arms stand out from a mile away, so does his super strong body actually give him a disadvantage? So as I lined up my weapon to get an answer, I quickly checked the item shop to make sure code Allier was in there, and I was ready to go, and this is what happened. These 6 facts could save your life. If you have no access to power in an emergency, keep your phone facing downwards to save battery. This will stop your phone from lighting up when it receives notifications. If you're in a foreign country but need to call for help and don't know the emergency number, call 112. It will automatically connect you to the nearest helpline. The more colorful and vivid an animal is, the more dangerous and poisonous it is. So walk away and definitely don't eat it. If you find yourself in a falling elevator, the best way to survive is to actually lie flat on your back. If a power line falls near you, do not walk or run. Instead, shuffle or bunny hop to safety. This will make it so the electricity can't run up one leg and down the other. Fortnite is no longer family friendly. We've all known that the game never allows swearing no matter what. Fortnite will even ban players that use toxic words whilst in game. But after years of Fortnite enforcing these rules, something weird has changed. It started when Kill Bill came to the game, with their Fortnite original animation being shown in game where the characters actually swore. And then with the recent addition of South Park, Fortnite have officially changed their age rating because the game now has crude humor. Hello, Bigfoot. See ya later, buddy. You can, of course, turn into Bigfoot himself. We also get the Reflex Bigfoot SMG. What? Woo! It's time to test out this mythic. Look, I can see those footsteps all the way over there. Okay. Oh my god. Bro, this thing has no recoil. Like, what? It's like a laser beam. This massive streamer killed me in Fortnite. Or did he? As Daquan would play Fortnite every day to tens of thousands of viewers, and during one random match, he took a look at the kill feed, and what he saw shocked him. He saw me, Ali A, popping up with eliminations in his same game. He was a bit confused, as normally we don't play on the same servers, but as the circle got smaller, he came up against the Ali A, leading to a giant epic build fight. But here's the thing, at that time, that wasn't the name I played with in Fortnite. Daquan won the fight, but it wasn't actually me. These random school kids got their teacher added to Fortnite because around 6-7 years ago, the teacher couldn't handle it anymore. All of his students never listened to him because they were too busy playing Fortnite in class. So Mr. Hillman came up with a genius plan to get his students to stop playing and decided to go onto Reddit and wrote out a post begging Epic Games to get his students to listen to him. Then, just a few days later, Mr. Hillman and his students booted up Fortnite. They first checked to make sure code Ali was in their shop, which it was, and as they entered a game, they spotted a secret message hidden in a loading screen. Fortnite may have just scammed you, as unlocking the Battle Bus SUV is actually super simple and completely free. All you had to do was go to the Epic Games store and jumping on Rocket League would unlock the Battle Bus over on your Fortnite account the next time you logged in. Epic kept this fairly low-key, so not many people knew about it. Without telling anyone, Fortnite removed that offer, which is where things get weird. As I headed over to the item shop, I made sure that I'd entered my code, Ali A, and you'll realize I was a little bit shocked to find that the free Battle Bus SUV is now being sold for almost 2,000 V-Bucks. Everyone always thought that I was clickbaiting, but I was actually predicting the future. Just like when I talked about a first-person mode in Fortnite 6 years before it officially came out, and I made challenge videos around Superman, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and even Batman, with all of them eventually coming to the game and getting their very own skins. But it keeps getting crazier, as I even said that there'll be a superhero-themed battle pass, and we've had that several times over. The craziest one of them all, to a point where Epic Games may think I'm hacking them, was actually predicting that Tilted Towers would get destroyed. Fortnite's name has changed for the first time in 8 years, and it all started when people spotted these Fortnite posters whilst on their way to work, with graffiti all over them and this familiar face. And when players went in-game to understand what was going on, they found this glowing treehouse and a giant live event countdown leading up to Fortnite's new name change. But we can skip ahead and find out the new name right now. Just make sure you've got code Ali in your item shop, as Fortnite's about to be taken over by the Simpsons and renamed to Fartnite. Fortnite didn't want me to do this, but I didn't listen. Because for years, mobile players have been bullied and laughed at by tablet, controller, and PC players. Using a tiny screen is hard, and some people have tried to help them, but it hasn't worked. So I decided to invest and become a co-owner of Puck Gaming. They're modular attachments to anyone's phone with instant input, ergonomic design, and the most groundbreaking part, the world's first magnetic controls stick to change mobile gaming forever. Just search for Puck Gaming and upgrade now. You won't believe the Elite Fortnitemares 2025 item shop, as Jason from the Friday the 13th movie will be getting his very own skin, featuring his famous axe that can be used as a pickaxe and weapon. Ghostface from the Scream films will also be arriving with his very own mythic knife, allowing you to sneak up on players and even jump scare them, and its very own custom attack abilities. But the next one's even crazier and will blow your mind. To find out what it is, just make sure you got code ALLIE entered in your item shop, as the entire Scooby-Doo gang will be coming to Fortnitemares. Winning a game of Fortnite without moving. Well, that's exactly what Laserbeam attempted to do, with his plan being very simple. Land somewhere high, take a seat, and wait for the final player, but it's a lot easier said than done. He kept on getting eliminated over and over and over, but he never gave up, as he came up with a secret plan to get this win, which began before the game even started. He made sure to get into the same match as his roommate, which was none other than the streamer Fresh. Luck was on his side, and he managed to make it to the final 1v1 with him and Fresh the last alive. Laserbeam sprinted into Fresh's room, pulled out the power, making it one of the best Fortnite wins. Who's the shortest skin in Fortnite? Starting off with Iron Man 0. He may be a short king, but his giant helmet means no one uses him. Don't feel bad for him, because Chaos Agent is even smaller. I always wondered who's really beneath that mask. One of the shortest skins in the game is Echo. Is that why all of the sweats use her? Look, Hulk, don't feel too bad about your height. I'm sure you could beat all of us in an arm wrestle. Not only did they make Dumbing very short, they even forgot to give him a mouth. But they made up for Southpaw's height by giving her 2 additional metal arms and even different colored eyes. All of those cube assassin powers came at a cost, being very short, unfortunately. Can't lie, Thanos seems a little less scary now that I know he's so short. At this point, I would just like to point out that the shorter skins don't actually have smaller hitboxes in game, by the way. Otherwise, everyone would be using skins like ISO, but they don't. So who's the shortest skin? To find out, just double tap the screen as we reveal which skin it is. It's Mecha Team Leader. Tifu got one of the most iconic sniper clips of all time whilst playing a game of 50v50 as he sniped the first enemy, kicking off one of the best sniper streaks ever. He quickly moved on to a second elimination, also with a snipe to the head, and there was only a brief pause before he got shot at from behind, spun around to get his 3rd kill on someone standing on a hill, knocking him again with a clean headshot. But he was just getting started as he took some time to compose himself, looking at a swarm of enemies in front of him and building a ramp to create some cover. Continued to stay calm before taking another perfect snipe on an enemy Omega as the battle really started to heat up. As even more enemy players started to rush over, Tifu built up before taking down his 5th opponent, and then an unsuspecting default, then onto a 7th player, and then the default's friend, bringing him to a record 8 hunting rifle headshots in a row, which could have been more, but after some dangerous shots from an enemy, it forced him to pull out his scar. The action was still not done as he turned around to take down another player with his shotgun. This clip is Fortnite history. Nick 830 just exposed which Fortnite cars are pay to win, and there's one that's better than all of the others, as we start with Fortnite's free sports car, the default Whiplash, and this one's the worst as you can easily be shot through the front windscreen. And things don't get much better with the Werewolf, a shop car that costs 1,500 V-Bucks. It gives you a little more protection, but you're still super easy to be shot at. And the Scorpion, Fortnite's only battle pass car, gets a little bit better, protecting you with a slightly smaller windscreen, but is still paid to lose. But things start to change, as if you buy the Lamborghini Huracan STO for 3,500 V-Bucks, it gets a lot harder for the driver to be shot at by the passenger through the windscreen. The diesel car is even better than the Lambo, and whilst it's still possible to hit whoever's inside, you have to be super accurate with your shots. And things get even more pay to win with the Dominus GT bought for 1,500 V-Bucks. This car's window is even smaller, blocking almost every bullet. But there's one car that is the most pay to win vehicle in Fortnite. Simply double tap the screen to reveal which car it is, as you can't be shot at by the passenger at all. It's the Samurai. This is when Fortnite trolled Ninja, and he was not happy. As before Ninja got his icon, skins were very basic and there were no collaborations in the game. But that all changed when Fortnite added this skin. It looked weirdly similar to a very big streamer. There was a giant letter G on the jacket, and Summit was in the skin's name. It even used the streamer's main colors, lining up perfectly with Summit G. This was a big surprise, as Ninja had been asking Fortnite for his own skin for years. And since Ninja didn't have his own skin in the game yet, it's safe to say that when he saw it, he was not happy.
It looks like a G on his chest, right?
This supply drop got the rarest Fortnite kill ever, as the player Phoenix Plays took on an insanely hard challenge of trying to hit Unreal in the OG mode, but had no idea that a supply drop was going to ruin his day. As he'd landed, he was having a great game, managing to eliminate over 10 different players, and just as he thought he was going to get a win, he spotted that supply drop up in the air, and as any of us would do, he ran straight over to it, but what he didn't account for was the rift in front of him, which sent him straight up in the air, perfectly aligning on top of the supply drop, making him fall to his death. If I say your main Fortnite skin, you're out. Level impossible. My first guess is Kim Kardashian. If that's your main Fortnite skin, you can leave. And we're gonna see you later if you use Pat Patroller. And number 3, if you use Surf Witch, better luck next time. I'm now picking Batman. Not even his billionaire wealth can save him here. And at number 5, I'm gonna say Spycatcher Siren. And next up is Caper. See you later. And now I'm gonna go with Cat Holloway. If that's your skin, bye-bye. And at number 8 is Playboy Carti. I bet that got a lot of you out. And at number 9 is Channy. But before I reveal the final skin, I need to know that you're still in. Just click both the like and subscribe button at the exact same time. There's only a small percentage of people who can actually pull it off. The final skin is the hardest one yet, as I'm going to be really evil and say every Spider-Man. If you see this basketball hoop, run, because it holds a dark secret that got Laserbeam banned. As usually, players only get banned for serious things like cheating. And we all know Laserbeam wouldn't do that. And the way he got banned was really unusual, as he was playing in a private match, having fun with friends, messing around with the golf ball emote, trying to get it into the hoop. It was a bit of silly fun until it wasn't, as he swung back with his golf emote and this happened. These 5 Fortnite emotes are gone forever, and if you own any of them, you're super lucky. Starting with Stuck, that hasn't been seen for over 1,000 days due to its controversial lyrics. Then there's Headbanger, which of course hasn't returned, as neither has Travis Scott. Then there's Zombie Shambles, only ever sold for 1 single day in the item shop and never returned since. And Fresh, which actually got Fortnite in trouble, as it was essentially ripped straight out of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But what's the rarest emote that's never coming back? To find out, just make sure code Allier is in your item shop in case it does return, as it's none other than Laugh It Up. This 8-year-old created his very own Fortnite skin, and Epic decided to just take it for themselves, as his name was Connor, and he'd spend his spare time drawing Fortnite skin concepts, but one day decided to beg his dad to please post his favorite skin concept onto Reddit. And his dad posted it, but didn't think much of it, until that post went super viral, with loads of people drawing their own versions of this skin. But what no one had realized is that Epic had seen this post go viral, and something special was about to happen. As when Connor went to the Fortnite item shop, this is what he saw.
That's yours?
It's in the game!
The Simpsons Fortnite map has leaked, and people are not happy, because although it includes iconic Springfield locations like Evergreen Terrace, the Simpsons' home, Mr. Burns Manor on the east side of the island, Town Square, including the statue of Jebediah, and of course, Homer's workplace, the nuclear power plant. However, there's one big glaring issue that people have, and that's the fact that this map is not a reload map, but a full Battle Royale map, and people think it looks way too small. If you 1v1 Peterbot, the best Fortnite player ever, could you beat him just one time if you had 100 attempts? Well, Stable Ronaldo thought he could and put $25,000 on the line, and Peterbot agreed. They hopped into a match and started to fight. However, things didn't go to plan for Ron. Peterbot started eliminating him over and over and over, being very similar to what he did to me. But things got even worse, as Peterbot started trash-talking him, getting into Ron's head. After losing 50 times, Ron was starting to lose it. He begged to swap over to Zone Wars instead, with Peterbot agreeing, but he kept on getting destroyed. And after being eliminated 99 times, Ron finally decided to lock in, and this is what happened.
Alright, bro. You ready?
It sucks to be a Fortnite boss. You spawn on the island and you barely load in before you're immediately hunted down by every player on the map. But what about your good old henchmen? Gone instantly. They're just target practice before the players get to you. But at least the players are scared of you. right? Wrong. You're just easy loot to them, whether it's a mythic, gold bars, or just some ammo. Do you want to run away? Too bad. You're locked in to defend that area, but at least you can shoot back. But your movement is so bad that you may as well be standing still. And once you're finally eliminated, it's not even done, as you're forced to do it all over again. This Fortnite skin costs $2 million because despite the fact that Kai leaked the announcement of his own icon skin, Epic decided to go all out and announce a skin in a way never done before that costs a lot of money. Flying his skin all the way over to Las Vegas, placing it on the sphere, giving us our first look at his skin, cosmetics, and even his emo. But despite spending so much money, they forgot the most important thing. When is his skin going to be coming to the item shop? So I decided to message Kai myself so the rest of the world can know when they'll be able to get hold of his skin. As I waited for him to reply, I actually made a high quality version of what his skin would look like. I checked the item shop to make sure I'd entered code Allier ready and waiting, as Kai said that his skin will be available September the 12th.
Which is better, the Scar or the MK7 assault rifle?
The Scar's not good anymore. It's overrated. Definitely the MK7. Can't do this to me, man. The Scar has aura, but the MK7's better, man.
The Scar. Oh, no, MK7. Yes, that's the best.
I gotta go with Scar. OG, baby.
Scar. If it's the OG Scar, I'm going OG Scar.
Yeah, the OG one's undefeated. Perfect builds and edit or perfect aim?
Perfect builds and edits. It just looks way cooler. Perfect aim, because you could do well both in build mode and zero build.
Perfect aim.
Perfect builds and edits. Perfect aim. Edit and build.
Perfect edit and build? Okay.
Perfect
okay.
aim.
She's aim
I don't need a
everyone.
build. I don't need a build.
Do not buy this pickaxe, as Fortnite has done something to it that has changed it forever. As originally, the only way to unlock it was to win the FNCS Grand Final. Only the best players in the world ever managed to hold this pickaxe in their hand, and later giving out very limited codes that could be only obtained at the Fortnite Pro-Am event in person. And I managed to get it, but the next step has taken things too far, making it completely disrespectful to all OG owners of his pickaxe. Because in the item shop tomorrow, not only you'll be able to pick up my icon skin and make sure code Allier is entered in your shop, but everyone will be able to buy this pickaxe. Fortnite is removing your skins and V-Bucks permanently, as on the 5th of September, when players logged into their account, they were met with this screen claiming that their skins, items, and V-Bucks have been permanently removed. But why would Fortnite have done this? Well, between December 2024 and July 2025, there was a massive exploit letting players refund the purchase, but still being able to keep the skin and V-Bucks. But even players that hadn't used this exploit are getting some of their items removed, and the players that are being affected are specifically playing on Xbox. These are my top 5 pools in the brand new Pokemon TCG Pocket game, where you can open booster packs and build your digital collection of Pokemon cards like Gengar, one of my favorite Pokemon. You receive one free pack to open every 12 hours just for logging in, where you could get lucky and pull an Executor EX. Each pack contains 5 cards, and there's over 200 cards in the first expansion to collect, all with incredible artwork just like Cubo. Every card has its own rarity shown under the card, and one of the rarest you can get is a 3 gold star card, just like this incredible Charizard EX. And to reveal my rarest Pokemon card that I've pulled so far, just double tap on the screen, as I got so lucky pulling one of the rarest cards in the game. Look at this. Turtle Beach have just released a new Stealth 700 headset, being packed with features, making it honestly one of the best gaming headset on the market right now. I've got my hands on it, so let me tell you all about it. As it firstly comes with 2 USBs. You can plug one into your PC, another one into your console, and with a simple press of a button on the headset, you can swap between either audio sources instantly. It also has dual wireless and Bluetooth, which means you can hear your friends on Discord or listen to music whilst also hearing your in-game music from your PC or console at the same time. The headset has 60mm drivers for incredible audio quality. The headphone cups are super comfy, so you can game for hours. With over 80 hours of battery life with a super quick charge, you can game on these things for ages. It also has a flip microphone. If you flip it up, it will instantly mute yourself. It also has AI-powered noise reduction, which means if you're in a loud environment, your friends will still be able to hear you super crystal clear. So if you're looking to rank up your gaming headset, this is literally launched this week with limited stock, so you can find the prices, even more features of the headset, and more details using the link in the description. And don't forget, use code Allier at checkout on the Turtle Beach website for a discount across all their products. I put together a god squad to complete the 4-corner challenge in season 3, but we ran into a crazy glitch that could make this impossible. So we all split up, focusing on taking down our first bosses, with Mr. Savage challenging Cerberus, collecting the mythic shotgun, quickly followed by Noah and then me, collecting a bunch of the first mythics we needed, along with the 3 new medallions. But with the zone shrinking fast, we grouped it up and waited for the loot island to appear, which contains a secret mythic that not a lot of people know about. But this is when something something strange happened to Mr. Savage, and when our bus exploded, he stayed floating in the air, unable to move, completely glitched, and he wasn't even taking damage. We tried everything to get him unstuck, like building a platform, driving a car into him, but unfortunately nothing worked, and he just remained stuck there. So we continued on as a trio, making this challenge even harder as we headed to the center island and secured the mythic hand cannon, completing our mythic collection. Now all we needed to do was secure that win. While Mr. Savage decided to go for a nap, we drove around looking for the final enemy, and after a few failed 360 attempts, we got the dub. What's the most expensive skin in Fortnite? Dark Vertexing had to be bought with the Xbox One S console, but things get a lot more expensive. With the Eon skin at $295, Nintendo aren't left out with the double Helix skin that came with a Switch console. But it's not only gaming consoles that got skins, just the Glow skin was available for people with Galaxy devices, but not as expensive as the Royale Bomber, the very first exclusive skin partnering with the PlayStation 4. And the people that bought an NVIDIA graphics card just to get the Stealth Reflex skin were super annoyed when it ended up in the item shop. To make up for it, everyone with the graphics card got an alternate style, the Wonder skin. Things are getting seriously expensive as we get into the top 3. With the Honor Guard only available with the Honor View 20 at $650. Number 2 spot goes to the iconic skin with its incredible emo and design. So what's more expensive than that? To find out the most expensive skin ever released in Fortnite, double tap on the screen, costing a total of $1,000, the Galaxy skin. Who's the tallest skin in Fortnite? We're starting with Mr. Incredible. He's pretty tall, but not quite as tall as Dummy. All thanks to that metal mohawk. And then there's Gilded Guy with a massive head, which might be why he hasn't been in the shop for 3 years. And there's a giant chicken from Family Guy who's just beaten by Loki, all thanks to those horns, and getting seriously tall now. Jugimon is helped by massive ears, and Eric from South Park is even taller thanks to that antenna. But there's one skin that beats all of them. And to reveal what it is, just head to your item shop, check code Allies entered, as the winner is none other than Little Split. Your Fortnite account is in danger of being hacked by this guy. As a player called Pink Fluffy was playing Fortnite like any other day, but what he didn't know is this hacker was secretly plotting to get his account. So when Pink Fluffy logged off for the day, he was shocked to find that when he came back, his account had been hacked and his V-Bucks were missing. You could say that this is actually Epic Games' fault, because the hacker went to Pink Fluffy's item shop, typed in code AliA, and then spent all of his V-Bucks on the exact same sidekick. Which is better, the old logo or the new logo? I gotta admit, the new one, more modern, looks better. Whoa, Snapchat deleted its face. I feel so sorry for the ghost. For that reason, I've got to go for the old logo. Wait, Twitter changed their logo? The old bird looks so dorky. Why has it got that bit of hair on the top of his head? I'm sorry, bird. I gotta go for the new one. YouTube. I didn't even realize the logo had changed. When I started this YouTube channel, the logo looked like the old one, so I'm gonna pick that one. Whoa, look how old the Google logo looks. Wait, even the colors were different. I gotta admit, I gotta go for that new logo. Okay, this one is gonna split people. If you prefer the old Instagram logo, hit the like button. But if you prefer the new Instagram logo, click that subscribe button. Epic are giving 10 emotes and cosmetics. You first just need to make sure your Fortnite's updated and then boot up the game. Once loaded up, just head to the shop tab, go to the bottom right, and check that code AliA is entered. Once that's done, you need to start scrolling down the item shop. The free cosmetics will leave the item shop on February the 8th, so share this with a friend to make sure they don't miss out, as you'll eventually find the Rainbow Royale section, where you can redeem all of these rewards straight away. Do not shoot your gun in Fortnite Battle Royale, because the Dark Voyager spaceship has returned, destroying everything in its path. And if you thought destroying the battle bus was bad, things just got a whole lot worse, because it now has the ability to eliminate you, with some people claiming they've been shot from Spawn Island from simply shooting their weapon at it. But Nick A30 found something crazy, and that's the fact that it's not limited to taking down just one person at a time, as it can eliminate the entire lobby. Every Fortnite collab coming to the game soon: Looney Tunes, Fallout, The Office, The Regular Show, Marvel Rivals, more Ninjago, new iShowSpeed and Hunter X emos, Ember and Blade, Chainsaw Man, Solo Leveling, Ed, and Eddie, Crypto as a sidekick. But to see the biggest collab of them all, just check your item shop to make sure code AliA is there, as we'll soon be getting Minecraft. Fortnite Fortnite will never be the same, and let me show you why it's so exciting. As many people think of Fortnite as just a shooting game, but there's actually over 260,000 games to play within Fortnite that my whole family can jump in and we can play together that you may not know about. From harvesting seeds and growing your very own beautiful garden, meeting friends and getting your very own job, jamming out to your favorite tracks on a giant stage. There are new games created within Fortnite every single day, which is why I'm so excited for the future of Fortnite.
What's your favorite Fortnite emo?
The McGriddle.
Ooh, not but never back down.
An obvious one.
Favorite Fortnite emote is just default is. Lupo and I used to sing.
Besides the Cypher strut, Orange Justice.
Yes.
Of the newer ones, back on 74, the traversal one.
What is that?
You don't know that one where they're
No.
like... And then the old one, the worm, just because I got it, not many people
Worm?
have
Should we
it.
see a worm?
I wish.
Probably the Electro Shuffle. That was the first emo I ever bought.
Can you do it? You don't have to do it.
I don't know.
Little dipper docklet?
Nah, I don't even play.
What about like an OG one? Floss?
No, the scenario one where it's like.
Oh yeah.
I was saying get gritty.
I've never actually gridded in real life, but everyone always asks me to
You
do
should
it.
do it.
Which is better, Chapter 2 Marvel or Chapter 5 Marvel?
Chapter 5, the jetpacks were unbelievable. Easily Chapter 2.
Chapter 5.
You know I don't have the Chapter 2 Marvel Battle Pass.
Chapter 2 Marvel.
Gotta see Marvel season, please.
Chapter 1 or Chapter 2?
Chapter 1, that OG feeling, man, there's nothing better. Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 2. Oh, Chapter 1. Chapter 2 was the least I ever played Fortnite.
Chapter 2.
I'm ditching this and playing Fortnite with this. As Turtle Beach sent me their Riffmaster guitar, perfect for Fortnite Festival. I loaded up my favorite tracks and jumped in and got playing. Compatible with Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, this fully wireless guitar has up to 36 hours of battery time, allowing you to play for as long as you want. I never had to take my hands off a guitar with a built-in analog stick. I could control the menus with ease. With super low latency, I was not missing a beat. Okay, maybe I was every now and then. With a foldable design, you can take it on the go wherever you want. You can even plug your headset directly into the guitar and adjust the audio of the built-in D-pad. I was having so much fun before I knew it, the song came to an end, giving me a crazy amount of XP, and you can find the Riffmaster wireless guitar on Turtle Beach and use code ALIA for 10% off.
So they the second year movie.
সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে আমার ক্লাস 9 এর পোলাবেনও প্রেম করে মামা মায়া তো অস্থির এক্সকিউজ মি আপু এক্সকিউজ মি আপনার নামটা যদি বলতেন একটু
শুনেন বেন সাহেব আমার বন্ধু জিসান ঠিক আছে আপনার বান্ধবীরে শুনো মারি নাই তো শাসন করছি ভালো লাগে না একটু মারতেই পারি তাহলে কিন্তু খুব খারাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে তুই রবিলের সুন্দর রিক্সা ডাক ভাবি চিনিকে আমার বন্ধু জিসান দেখতে প্লিজ ভাবি আপনি একটু নেন প্লিজ ভাবি দেখেন ভাবি ফোন তো ধরে না
আবার কল দে।
এই এই দুলাভাই সামনে থাকলে যে সালাম দিতে হয় আপনি শিখাই নাই তোরা
যে কোচিং এর সামনে যে গুন্ডাটা দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে আমার তো মনে হয় পড়াশোনা সব বন্ধ করে দিবে।
আমি তোর প্রেমের গল্প সাকসেসফুল আমার কথা বিশ্বাস কর
আর আমি শুধু একটু প্রেম ভালোবাসাতে আমি শুধু ওরেই চাই বাবা আমি ওরে পাইলে হবে
ওকে আমি আপনাকে ভালোবাসি। আচ্ছা আপনার কাছে একটা প্রশ্ন, তুমি বাসে আসার পর থেকে আমাকে বাসে শান্তি সব চলে লাগেছে।
আয় হায় খাইছে কুচোটা কি তুমি
তুমি একটা ভিডিও কল করে পাঠাও প্লিজ প্লিজ কবে আমগো দেখা
কোচিনটা কি এটা আবার লগে এমন চিপা মাইটা দিয়েছেন কেমন খানদান বউ
তারপর তো ভয় কাঁচে মুচু খায়া গেছে গা তারপর আবার দুর্নাম করতে হইব এই তোর কি তোর দামি ফোন
আইসে বাপ জান রাইতে ঠিকঠাক মতো ঘুমাইছে তো নাকি বাসায় গিয়া আব্বাজান রে কইবেন?
কি করছো যে এটা তুই বাজার রে বাজার যাও চুইছে আজকাই করছে
সম্মান সব পাঞ্চার করে দিছে।
মাগার দোষ আমারও আছে, আমি একটু বেশি বাড়াবাড়ি করে ফেলছি। চলো না আমরা বাড়িতে ফিরে যাই।
তুমি কি পাগল হয়ে গেছো নি? এটাই আমার বাড়ি এখনতে।
চৌধুরী সাহেবের সাথে আমি কি কথা কইছি? তুমি কোনো কথাই কই নাই কা? সাজান তোমারে কইলো এত
দিচ্ছেন, হ্যাঁ দিচ্ছেন না? এলা বাইরন, আমার বাড়িতে বাইরন।
একটা হাসা করছেন আব্বাজান, আপনার পোলার এই বাড়ি থাকার কোনো বিতলামি করলে আমি তোরা ঘাড়াই, কিন্তু ভাবলাম আপনাকে একমাত্র পোলা গাড়াইলে আবার দিলে চোট পাই।
তুমি
শোনো, তোমাগো খানদানে যেমন কিছু নিয়ম আছে আমাগো খানদানেও আছে।
এইসব ফাত্তার নিয়ম কেউ যেন জানবার না পারে, মনে থাকবো তো? তোর যে নতুন বাবি
কালকে সারা রাত তোমার আমি কল দিচ্ছি।
সারা রাত? তাহলে আপনি শুনুন আপনার ভালোবাসার মানুষের অতীত বর্তমান। পাগল কোন একদম ঠিক হয়, ওনার ব্যথা লাগে নাই?
ব্যথা তো বেশি তুই
তুহিনের ব্যথা লাগছে না?
বন্ধু তুই চিন্তা করিস না রে, ভাবির মন ঠিকই গলে যাবে। ভাবির মন তো গলবে কিন্তু আরে না 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 সম্ভব না। গাড়ি ঘুরা তো।
হঠাৎ আমার বাসার নিচে কোনো জরুরি দরকার?
তুমি কি আজকে কোচিং এ যাও নাই?
সুন্দর মতো যাবি, ভাবির নামটা জিগে আবি। আর শোন, ভালো মতো কথা কবে, ভাবি লাগে খালি থাপড় আর চাপাবাজি, থাপড় আর চাপাবাজি, এই বাদে আর কিছু পারছস?
বুকিং?
বুকিং মানে বুকিং, তুমি আমার আমি তোমার, বুকিং দিয়ে দিছি ফাইনাল।
আমাকে বুকিং দিছে মানে আমাকে কে বুকিং দিছে দোস্ত?
তোর যে আশিক আছে না, এখন তো আমার পিছনে লাগছে। আমার তো অনেক ভয় লাগতেছে দোস্ত, এই যে আস্তে আস্তে সব মানুষ জানবে, তারপর আমার ফ্যামিলিকেও জানাই দিবে। আর আমার
এন্ড বেস্ট অফ লাক ফর ডক্টরশিপ। আমি দোয়া করি তুমি যেন একজন ভালো ডক্টর হও।
আমার কাছে জিনের বাচ্চার নাম্বার আছে। জিনের বাচ্চা
করতে চাস নাকি ইটিস পিটিস করতে চাস? বদতমিজ। হ্যালো বন্ধু, আমার রোদে দিছস? এই তো দিছি তো, ঠিক মতো রোদে দিছস?
কি শুনতে চান? আমি আপনাকে ভালোবাসি?